Hello and welcome back to EVE Online, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting exactly where we left off the last time. What a coincidence! We're still amidst combat and going to fight this pirate gang. Going to lock on, and you can always lock on multiple targets. I think your default number would be 2, but you can skill that up. And on my main character I'm already at, I think, 5 targets? 5 or 6 targets. If you're just shooting things, 5 targets is more than enough. Like, literally. You only need that much target, or the ability to lock up that many targets, because if you're shooting them quite fast, but you're flying in a bigger ship, with a lower scan resolution, which brings me back to scanning later, you want to have multiple targets queued up because you're going to kill them quite fast. Yes, I know how that works. Okay. Let's loot all the scrap metal here, whilst we are in the neighborhood. And then, let's go there. And no, I didn't want to open the help. That was purely an accident. But anyhow, how does scanning work, or how does targeting work in this game? Because targeting and scanning are two completely different things. Completely different. Basically, to put it quite frankly, every scanner has a resolution, which determines how fast or how good it can read I think it was resolution, not really sure. But the signature, yes, the signature of the things you want to target. And basically, the bigger your signature, the faster you can get locked on. Or the other way around, the higher your scan resolution, the faster you can lock small tiny tidbit targets like frigates, which are basically the smallest ship class in the game, except rookie ships, which now have been called corvettes, which I actually find quite nice. On the other hand, I think then you can also bring in other types which are smaller than frigates, but that would mean that you have to rebalance everything completely, and they are not likely to going to do that, to completely rebalance everything. I mean, they are always, between releases, they always change tidbits of balancing, which is okay. The game needs that. This game was originally released in 2003. I played it for the first time in 2009 with a different character, and more seriously started playing the game in 2011. And we're writing 2017, so it's well past its 10-year anniversary now, this game. They made the 10-year anniversary in 2004 because 2014, because I think it was only the closed beta or something like that in 2003. I wasn't playing it back then. I didn't know it existed back then. And so much has changed over the years. Like, I think I started with EVE Online Tyrannus. Not Dominion, Tyrannus. And we're now at Ascension.
I have highlighted the container you need to approach. You should loot its contents, and then return to station.
Will do, Aura, will do. Like, basically in the original intro you shot 2 pirates and that was it. Then you were told to warp to the station, and from then on you could do the tutorial missions, or you could straight up. The nice thing about EVE Online is you don't have to do a storyline or anything. You can do whatever you want. There are certain epic arc missions.
Click on the location marker icon in the info panel to dock at your HQ. Warp drive active.
But basically it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. There are different regions of space. Like, there's a whole lot of things you can do. And that Astra colony looked rather beautiful. And the best thing about this game is it's one big server. One big server, so there's not like on, well, what realm are you playing on? No. There's only one world, one universe. Every action you take has its consequences, because the economy is fully player driven. And I think I forgot to restart the timer. Silly me. Yeah.
Recruit.
I'm going to start it again anyway.
Pirates has impressed me. Not only did you eliminate them all, but you also reclaimed valuable materials. Now, test your skills as an industrialist and create something of value from those materials you just recovered.
Well, if you give me a blueprint.
Are the Capsulier's way of manufacturing goods for himself. They can be a path to great wealth if you hone your industry skills.
Yeah.
You should now have the materials to start production of the data analyzer unit for your upcoming reconnaissance mission to the research facility. I have calculated this to be important. To build this module, you'll first need a data analyzer blueprint, which you can buy from the market with your ISK.
Of course, I need to open the market.
You should... Once you have located the
Blueprints.
item, you should click on it to view the active sell orders. Locate one from the list that says it's available in this station, then right-click and buy.
Well, or just double click on it and click buy. 20,000 ISK! It's madness! No, that's really just peanuts.
Click on your ship in the station and select Open Cargo Hold. You can use the right-click, select All to highlight all the items in your cargo hold, and then click and drag them to the Inventory tab marked Item Hanger.
Okay. Yeah. Just just that it's going to please you. Control A or right click on cargo hold, item hanger. Yeah. Well, they are in hanger. I did it. Thanks. Okay. Open the industry, and then we need to install a blueprint.
To the left, you can see the materials that will be used from your item hanger, and on the right, you can see the output, which will be your brand new civilian data analyzer module.
And luckily, this job only takes 2 minutes.
Recruit. Your preparation may seem overwhelming, but you'll be glad that you are being held to a high standard. I am about to release you into the unknown. Sisters of EvE research outpost, critical to our efforts against the drifters, has gone completely dark. We need you to get out there and find out what happened. Professor Tannen has asked to speak to you personally. I have approved that communication, and I'm connecting her to you now.
Captain, I specifically requested you for this recon mission to our research outpost. I had to push this all the way to the board of directors. I was adamant that the sisters would not be of any further assistance if they would not grant me this request. The truth is, Captain, that this outpost is very important. More important than Fleet Commander Katara realizes. In all honesty, there are few people I can trust these days. The Empire's relationship with the Sisters of EvE has been tense in the past. You saved my life, however, and I feel that I can trust you. Captain, it seems you are making some intriguing and influential friends. Your next journey will be a little longer than any you have undertaken in the past. The research outpost is one jump from our present position.
Ooh.
That to get there, you will need to jump through a stargate.
Ooh.
Many humans enjoy reflecting on the beauty of the cosmos and report feelings of tranquility and wonder, especially in
I see what he did there.
life-threatening situations such as our current mission. No recruit in your position has been allowed to travel this far or use the stargates. If you become a Capsulier, you can travel to the deepest sections of low-sec space, hunt for wormholes, or travel with friendly fleets through stargates.
Yeah, you can do all that Aura just said.
Captain, your civilian data analyzer is now ready. You should open the highlighted industry window, select
not the
the
family
Jobs
office.
tab, and click Deliver. The module will now be in your inventory under Item Hanger.
Okay, let's deliver our item and fit it to our ship. Yeah, already did that. Already delivered it. Can why not? Oh, open your inventory. Yeah, already did that as well, but I'm going to reopen it because it wants me to do it via the neocom, I guess. Yes, fitted to active ship. Already done that. And then let's go
You are fully fitted
off.
for the research outpost. It's time to undock. Click
So-
on the location marker icon in the info panel to set your destination to the neighboring system.
Okay, you can set the destination like that. Then it will get highlighted in the overview, and then you
Now
can
you
use
should
the...
select the highlighted autopilot active.
No!
This will start your ship moving to the destination.
Really?
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, and
Autopilot
disengage it.
disabled. Once your ship comes to a stop in the next system, click on the location marker icon in the info panel. This will take you to the research outpost.
Yeah, because I'm not keen on using the autopilot, because the autopilot is slow. They had to rebalance that because you can hold freight with giant freight ships, which are quite slow. And so basically what the autopilot always does is, it drops off like 10 clicks away from your gate. And technically it's illegal to kill anyone in high security space, but it's not impossible. That's one of the big twists of the game. You're vulnerable every time. Like every ship you can sit in, you can also lose. Everywhere in space, under various circumstances. That's the charm of EvE. The universe just does not give a fuck about you. You are there in this big sandbox with thousands of other players, no instancing, mind you, and they can do everything to you, or you can do everything to them, and that's the charm of EvE Online, and it's quite PvP focused actually. I mean, you make money. Basically, most of the time you make your money via PvE means, but it's actually quite fun to and quite enjoyable to do PvP in this game, because you have online kill boards where you can look at your skills, look at the parties involved in. Yes, I'm going to walk to location. Sorry, where you can look up all the kills that have been made, how much money you blew out of the skies, how much money you lost when you lost your ship, and all that stuff. And that's quite the charm of EvE Online. Some people call it the space spreadsheet simulator. I mean, it is true. There are, well, all those columns of datas, all those tables that you need to remember or you will memorize in the course of playing this game, and a lot of calculations you have to make or eyeball them a little bit, and all those facts you have to remember, and facts. But it's the charm of EvE Online.
You're very fortunate, Recruit. Even though the Kaldari state stretches across several regions and many star systems, most people never even get off their home planet. Not only that, but you are on your way to becoming an independent capsuleer, able to own and pilot your own ships. That's a very special status. Recruit, work hard to achieve it.
I certainly will do.
You are now in the dark. No pilot in your position has ever been allowed to enter this place. Truth be told, sites like these are some of the most mysterious places in New Eden. And this one, well, this one is well off the grid. I honestly have no idea what you're about to find here.
We're going to approach it with the afterburner because then we're faster.
Captain, you should now approach the gate. When you are close enough, hold down your left mouse button on the gate and select Activate from the radial menu.
That's basically their way of doing dungeons, you can say. Basically, if you accept a mission, somewhere in system such an acceleration gate is generated, and basically it makes it impossible to go directly to the mission site, which is, well, it's just the way of the game. Okay, no, not really like, oh, come on.
Damn! It looks like the drifters really tore our fleet apart.
Yeah,
What
they
the hell
did.
happened here? We had no comms traffic that a fleet had run into.
Well, approach the info
Continue
shard.
to approach the info shard. We need you to be within close proximity. Remember to stop your ship when you reach the shard.
Well, let's approach it. 127 kilometers. That's actually quite far away, but luckily we're in our small rookie ship, which is quite fast. Not the fastest around, but it's quite fast. Oh, and that's an EvE, Sisters of EvE battleship wreck. And they now finally, they actually look like the ships that have been blown up, which is quite nice. Nice addition to the game. And that's also a minigame that's in-game. Welcome to Project Discovery. Okay, foreign cell sample. You can analyze it and then tell what it is. Okay, got that. No, definitely not that. And make some ISK that way. I guess it might be. No. Might not be that. Well, actually it might be that one. I guess it's that one. Okay. And of course I was wrong. It is, yeah. Well, but we gain a little bit of ISK. Well, that's definitely going to be that one, I guess. Yes. Yeah, definitely that. While we are approaching this, we can do that now. At least a little bit. Or is it that one? Overstayed. No, it's actually...
Recruit. Your telemetry indicates some strange signatures circling the outpost. But I can't get a precise read on them. Probably the drifters generating interference. Watcher 6, you're the only set of eyes and ears I have out there.
Captain, for your ears only. I am afraid the drifters may have hacked her up.
You should now activate the civilian data analyzer on the info shard.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, we need to go into 5 clicks of range of that thing. But just saying that this is also a minigame you can make money with. But you really need to get into it and to get more gain out of it. And I'm not the person that enjoys puzzle games, actually. So I might look into it a little bit later or might not. Okay, yeah, let's activate that. And now we start with our hacking minigame.
You are now attempting to hack into the info shard. You should select encrypted nodes until you locate the system core. After you click a node, the numbers that appear will indicate your proximity to the core. You may come across defensive software on your route. You should click on it until you deactivate the firewall.
Successfully hacked it.
Now you have successfully hacked into the info shard. You should retrieve the cargo.
Okay, we have done that.
What is this? These things just lit up the site. Professor Tannen, have you ever seen anything like this? Is this your tech?
No, Fleet Commander. I have never seen anything like this before. I
What
suggest
the
the
hell?
Captain get out of there as fast as possible.
You aren't kidding, Professor. Recruit! Our strategic scanners just picked up a giant drifter fleet on course for your location. I don't know what you just activated, but it's roused a flock of predators. She may be an amateur, but I agree with the Professor's tactical analysis. Get out of there!
Click the location marker icon in the info panel to travel to a safe spot.
Now we've opened to a safe spot. Safe spots are basically spots within deep space which are hard to triangulate and are not near any normal structures, basically making it impossible without the means of scanning. Assets, scanning and targeting are two different things in this game, to locate yourself, which means that you're being safe. That's why it's called a safe spot. Safe spot, not safe space.
Recruit,
Huge ass
if
difference.
you hadn't already pulled off a few other coups today, I'd accuse you of trickery. You've really uncovered a treasure trove here. The information that you just extracted appears to include the codes needed to activate the jump gate to the drifter hive. This means that if you get them to our fleet, we can use them to unlock the gate to the hive. Oh, are you gonna be popular?
Captain, congratulations on finding the drifter gate codes. That is amazing work. The drifters must have been trying to link our outpost to their network through that gate. There's something else that worries me. I navigated through some of the data when you brought me the mainframe online, and it's worse than I thought. I suspect the drifters may have hijacked one of the capital ships carrying our prototype systems. In their hands, it poses a great threat. Luckily, the ship may be vulnerable to stasis webbing. It could slow it down to a halt. Captain, I'm gonna upload to Aura instructions on how to fit your ship with a stasis webifier the next time you're in station. That will improve your capabilities out there.
Recruit, our comms keep getting blocked by Professor Tannen. I bet she's passing on some valuable insights into the drifters and not idle chatter. In any case, now it's my turn to show you something you're not gonna believe. I'm sending Aura some coordinates. Get there fast, Recruit. You're gonna like this.
Captain, the commander has uploaded the location of the forward operating base. This should prove interesting.
Oh, it sounds a hell of a lot interesting. Travel to the site. What to location?
Location marker icon in the info panel to travel to the forward operating base.
Let's go there. Let's boldly go where no one has gone before and discover this staging site. Now, we're not going to discover it. Basically, it's all an elaborate epicization, or making basically the tutorial epic. But I quite enjoy it because it gives a sense of storyline. And that is actually quite nice. Okay, and once again, an acceleration gate,
Use the radial menu to activate the gate to
which
enter the
we
forward
will
operating base.
need to engage. Okay, a research outpost. Nice. Okay, let's open it.
Warp drive active.
And basically a little bit about the character we are going to play. We are a capsuleer, which means actually every ship would be manned by multiple crewmen, lore-wise. But we are sitting in a special command capsule, which is also our escape pod, which is installed inside the ships we're going to fly.
Behold, an unyielding arm of the Kaldari state. The force that will strike at the drifters. Our fleet. Battleships, cruisers, and frigates. All being prepared for action at our Austro-Germanic Citadel forward operating base. All soon to be equipped with the jump key codes you recovered. With those, we'll land the fleet in the drifter's front yard. Recruit.
Oh, the Griffin
I
has
don't usually do this, but it's going to
been
take a few
remodeled.
minutes to upload the jump gate keys from your computer core to the rest of the fleet. I suggest you fly down and introduce yourself. The way a few of the captains have been talking, you're a lucky charm, and I'd like that luck to rub off. And enjoy the view while you can. If you make naval capsuleer, you might command any one of these ships someday.
Oh
I can
yes.
tell you, they're a lot more rewarding to look at when you're in control.
Oh yes, definitely.
Help our favorite recruit get a handle on the might assembled before us.
Is this him? Is this the pilot that saved the research crew and found the gate codes?
Captain, the assembled strike force includes several ship classes you'll often encounter in New Eden.
Damn, recruits. Took me 6 months before I posted my first confirmed kill.
You can take a closer look at any of the ships by using the radial menu to select Look At.
Or use the overview
Focus your
to...
camera by right-clicking and select Look at My Ship.
Hey, recruits. Our crew's been talking about you non-stop today.
All right, fleet, calm down. Our hero of the hour is going to stick around while we upload the key codes from their ship. Then the state has a special surprise in store back at base. The Kaldari take care of their heroes. Am I right, fleet?
Captain, the
That's
upload
really
is going
nice.
to take a while. In the meantime, take a look at our Astrohost forward operating base. It's a citadel-type structure. Citadels are the biggest structures in New Eden that capsuleers can build.
Yes!
These massive cities are quite the sight to look at.
Well, I
Since you have to
think...
kill some time while the key codes are uploading to the
At
fleet,
least a little bit
you
bigger.
have a perfect opportunity to practice some of your maneuvering skills. You can try manual piloting by double-clicking anywhere in space, or you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard for a unique piloting experience.
All right, recruit.
Well, yes,
The
you
upload
can
is complete
fly
and
around
the fleet
manually,
is almost ready for battle. But while the last preparation steps are going down,
but
I'm
it's not
suggest
going to
you
do
skip
you
back to base
that
and
much of a
pick up
good.
that special something I was talking about a minute ago. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yes,
Trust
it does.
It's better than you think.
Okay.
When you are ready, fly to the forward point, next to the Dreadnought class vessel.
Oh, there's also a dreadnought here. Didn't see that actually. Let's go to that forward point. And where is... I think there is the... No, not the Merlin. Yeah, the Phoenix Dreadnought. Look at it. And it's all its might. A mighty dreadnought. Which is a capital ship. Which is actually used for blowing up stations or other capital ships. So not your run-of-the-mill kill other ships type ship. Basically it's a siege vessel. Or most commonly used for that role. And here we are in our tiny little bit. Just to give you a sense of scale, we are really tiny.
Autopilot engaged.
No.
Autopilot disabled.
Not dead. Yeah, let's reset our camera. We are really damn small in comparison to a dreadnought. Or a battleship for that matter. As you previously saw, even
Turn to HQ.
frigates are bigger.
Click on the location marker icon in the info panel.
Yeah, destination has been set. Now it
Now turn your
pops up.
autopilot on.
No, I'm not going to fly in autopilot.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disabled. When you reach your destination and the autopilot switches off, click on the location marker icon in the info panel to dock at HQ.
Or just dock. Every other way you can do it. Let's go and get there. But I really have to say, this new tutorial is awesome. Like, really awesome. And back to facts about the game, since currently our tutorial NPCs are not saying anything. You can also create guilds, but they are called corporations here, which makes perfect sense. In those corporations, you can go to nullsec space, and there you can even hold sovereignty of your own star systems. How cool is that? How cool is that? And we might be going to sign up into a corporation in the future, just to share the experience. Okay. First of all, let's go and dock at that station. And also, what's nice about EvE is they have their own convention every year called EvE FanFest, where you get insights to everything new about the game, which is quite nice actually. And you even have external programs which help you create plans for skilling. And I think we might get rewarded a frigate.
Docking request accepted.
Recruit, I have very high standards for my trainees, and you have repeatedly exceeded them. I have thus decided to greenlight you for participation in the counter-strike against the Drifters. Operation Black Edge. Consider this your final test before reaching Naval Capsuleer status. Now, I hope you don't think I'm going to let you go to battle in that little Ibis-class corvette you've been flying around all day. No, Recruit. The Caldari state always takes care of the people who create value for it. So, I'm now awarding you with a new ship to participate in my strike operation. I think you're really going to like the added punching power it brings. I'm also awarding you with some upgraded modules to fit to it. Now, the only thing left is to acquire the skills to effectively fly your new acquisition. I don't have time to wait around, so let's speed things along with the skill injector. Normally these things would set you back a small fortune, but this one is on me.
Oh,
Laura will
thank
guide
you.
you through using the injector. Fit wisely, Recruit. We are heading up against an unpredictable foe.
Captain, you have been awarded with a new frigate. This ship is a considerable upgrade from your corvette. Your new frigate gives you far more flexibility in how the
Well,
vessel
it's
is
not yet in
outfitted.
my ship hangar.
For your upcoming combat, I suggest using the afterburner and repair module you have already mastered. Additionally, you have been rewarded with some upgraded modules for your ship, including a few additional weapons. They must be very impressed with you since they have also awarded you a mini skill injector. These are usually only reserved for fully qualified capsuleers.
I think I have to redeem
But
them.
it is my assessment that you can handle a mini injector without
Oh,
major
yes.
risk to your limbic system. Probably. Skill injector. Open your inventory and select item hanger. There you will find your mini skill injector.
Yeah, found it. Okay, going to do it again. As always, inventory, inventory. And change it back to icons.
Captain, double-click on your new mini skill injector and confirm the injection.
Yes.
This will give you... Open your character sheet to use your unallocated skill points. I suggest you search for frigate and drag your Empire's frigate skill into the training queue. When you've done that, find the Apply Skill Points button and click it. Your frigate skill will have advanced a level. These skills will help you become better prepared for the upcoming battle. Skill training completed. Captain, it's time to use your new ship. In your inventory, select your ship hangar. There you will see you are currently in your Corvette. Right-click your
We are also going to rename it.
old Corvette and select Repackage. This will remove the modules fitted to that ship and make it easier to transport in the future.
Oh, but time is up. We're going to do that in the next part. See you in a while. Till then, fly safe and 07, fellow Capsuleers. Lucky Russ, over and out.